Okay, so order of operations. We have four different operations that we've discussed so far. We have multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Okay, and we need to do those all the time. And so when we're writing down a line like this, we need to decide, okay, how do I interpret this? Is this 9 plus 2, which would be 11, and then multiply that by 5 to get 55, and then subtract 11 to get 44? No, that's not how this works. What we do in how we interpret this math is we have a strict order of operations that needs to be followed. And it goes like this. There's an acronym that you've probably heard before or something like it. BEDMAS. Okay, and what this stands for is brackets, exponents, division, and multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Okay, so there's a reason that I've put sort of these weird bracket things here, okay? Because the way that order of operations works is we're always going to start with brackets first, whatever is bracketed, okay? Those are the things that we calculate first. If there's any exponents, we'll get to exponents later, and if there's any exponents, you do those next. Then once we've got that done, division and multiplication come next. And we do the division and multiplication in the order that they appear, from left to right. And then once that's done, then we're going to do any additions and subtractions. Once again, in the order that they appear from left to right. Okay, so for this question, we don't have to worry about brackets because there's no brackets, there's no exponents, okay, but there is a multiplication. So that needs to be done first. So rather than 9 plus 2 and then times 5 and then minus 11, we're going to go 9 plus 2 times 5 is 10 and then minus 11. Okay, and now addition and subtraction we do in the order that they appear. So we have 9 plus 10 is 19 minus 11. So we have 19 minus 11, which is 8. Okay, so that's how we approach a question like this. All right, let's see a few more examples. Okay, here's another example, 3 plus 4 times 4 minus 3, but we've got brackets. So the first thing that we're going to do here is perform the operations that are inside the brackets. So if 3 plus 4 is 7, and now the multiplication stays around, 4 minus 3 is 1, and so we've just got 7 times 1. Don't think too much. That's just 7. All right, so brackets come first. Okay, that's what they're there for. Let's try another example. Okay, 18 divided by bracket 3 times 6 minus 9 and bracket times 3. Once again, we need to start with the brackets. So we have 3 times 6. So I have to write everything else down and just do the 3 times 6. 3 times 6 is 18. But then I'm going to subtract 9. And bracket times 3. Okay, so there's my next line. Okay, so now the brackets aren't done. Need to keep working on this bracket. So I have 18 divided by, okay, what's in this bracket now? 18 minus 9 is 9. So it's by itself, so I can leave it like that. 18 divided by 9 and then times 3. Okay, now at this point, there's something that people are often very tempted to do, which would be to multiply the 9 times the 3. Okay, but remember, the order of operations goes from left to right. So we can't multiply the 9 times the 3. We have to start on the left and then do the operations as they appear. So our first step is to say, what is 18 divided by 9? Okay, which is 2. All right, so we have 2 times 3, okay, which is, of course, equal to 6. So that all boils down to 6. So remember, once you have everything on the same level, so in this case it was all division and multiplication, which are done during the same step almost, okay, you have to do those from left to right. So we start with 18 divided by 9 and then multiply by 3. Okay, cool, excellent. Okay, so that's order of operations covered. All right, we'll do more practice of that in class for sure. Now we're going to move on to our ratios, proportion, and percent section. And we'll look at what are ratios, proportion, and percent, and how do we convert from one to the other.